I'm learning too, like, what can happen, you know?
And I think we need is more injuries.
Keep the boots and shoes now.
I guess that's what I get for talking shit about the shoe. It's like,
That smart shoes don't even okay.
those weights fucked me up.
That's still, oh.
What'd you say?
No, you can go ahead. It's not important.
Okay, day 93, page 52, Osho first in the morning. Prayer has nothing to do with what is known all around the world as prayer. Real prayer is not a ritual. Real prayer has nothing to do with the church or the temple or the mosque. Real prayer is neither Christian nor Hindu nor Mohammedan. Real prayer has nothing to do with words. It is not verbal. It is silent gratitude. It is a silent bowing to existence. So wherever, whenever you feel like bowing down to the earth, to the trees, to the sky, bow down. That bowing will help you to slowly, slowly disappear. Prayer is one of the greatest methods of destroying the ego, and when the ego is gone, God is left. It is the ego that is hiding God in a dark cloud. When the cloud is gone, the sun shines forth in all its glory, beauty, grandeur, splendor.
That's interesting. There's always, you took it as prayer to pray to supposed some omnipotent being, or so that you believe in, but it possibly isn't from that reading. It just, I guess, a release from, I guess, the daily chores of living, that you, as it said in there, lose your ego. So that might be a little bit of more importance than praying to some omnipotent being or omnipresent being.
Taking in what you just said, what the pastor just said, it gets me to think of, like, when people think of God, they think of like some old dude with a beard in the mountains. It's like a toy maker or something.
You know, it kind of holds value there because we really can't prove or disprove there being a power greater than us. You know, from what scientists said, that can only be proven on a computer, the Big Bang Theory, threw everything else threw everything out in orbit, and it was only from collision with meteorites that we got an organism, one single cell organism that became multicellular and developed everything that is living, from what they say. But yeah, the ability to bow down and pray, or I guess take reflection of where you are, what it is, and how you can make it better, make your life better, maybe more of importance than wishing something to come in and make it better. You know, think about the Southside churches where they're praying for omnipotent presence to better their circumstances. I'll tell you how to better the circumstances. You empty those in capital punishment jails one Saturday morning, let the children get traumatized, and then each individual that pulls a weapon, murders somebody, you cut the first 2 fingers off that use the gun. You rape a woman, you whack that off. Abuse a child, you cut that hand off. And that will resolve the issue, but there's always a hope, you know, that one could have and should always keep. It's just a, I guess, dogmatic approach that I use, tyrannical approach.
I mean, there's benefits to both sides. I see it. It's like that's more fear tactics, but it will be effective with some people. Other people, they're going to do it anyway, and they're just, hey, I'm just, you know, not get caught. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Or I remember I was talking to Seif when he brought this up, and I was talking about, you know, how in other countries you'll steal. Somebody steals something, they'll cut your hand off, and he was like, all right, we're going to steal with the other hand. Ain't going to stop them from stealing. Cut off both hands, they still think no.
Brother trying to run down the street, holding on to something with no hand.
But it also, it gets me to think about like the law in general. You know, if somebody's stealing, like let's say they're stealing food, and you cut off their hand for that, it's like, hey, why are they stealing in the first place? Them stealing isn't the real problem. Their hunger is the problem.
Yeah. So, but, you know, these days, I can understand that what you say about hunger, but these days they're outlandish that the forbidden president, some are going to put under Obama's wiretap these Trump officers. Ain't gonna get up in your building with your name on it and plant some stuff up in there, and you don't know about it. You know, but he wants to send these federal troops to Chicago for what? We got to resolve this issue.
Well, just to piggyback off of what you just brought up, and I'm not going to speak about politics anymore, but to do that, you have to have a warrant in order to tap somebody's phone line.
Yeah.
So what was he doing in the first place?
You know,
if that's, you know, if he was wiretapped. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, and then you have to have a judge's approval. You know, but just throwing anything out there, he's timid, and I'm kind of disrespected as a man to find that a man will do such. So, you know, it's like everything that is mentioned, whether it's a lie or not, that you're going to text it or, you know, send it to somebody, tweet it. I mean, you don't do that as a man. You don't do that. You don't show yourself like that. You know, show yourself upstanding. And if you can't resolve it through dialogue, then you go out to the alley. You know, but you don't tweet it. You get that timid that you have to tweet it, that it would offend you. Not at all. That really gets me. I don't consider him a man.
In here looking like Samo, come out looking like Bolo.
Oh, you know, y'all gotta do something for me, brother.
They want to talk about you.
I know they want to talk about me, but
You said, Bruce, you give yourself way too much. You're not coming here looking like Bruce.
You should have saw the look on Bang's face when I told him the joke. He was like, no. He like, little Brandon looked like Bruce. He's like, you was fat. I'm like, no, don't say all that. A little out of shape, yeah. But I wasn't like morbidly obese. Y'all trying to throw me under the bus. He said he looked like 7 long. Shout out to Samuel Hall, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, it's an interesting observation of the different body types. You got Samuel, Bolo, and then Bruce. All different body developments.
I'm not, what do you say, Samuel?
Samuel.
Samuel, I'm not familiar with them.
He was in the scene at Enter the Dragon, the very first scene. I think it was cut originally, but in the sparring scene where they're pretty much in their underwear and they're fighting him and Bruce,
Okay.
he's pretty much a fat guy by most people's standards. That's what Seafood was saying, like, nah, you like Samuel.
Yeah.
Samuel.
And we all know about Bolo. He's like a pit bull, like, you know.
I mentioned Bolo to Bruce Lee, to Seafood. I did not know that his last name or how to pronounce it, you know, but looked at him in his younger days versus, I guess, maybe the first movies that he's done, in which he showed himself in the dojo lifting weights, or in the where he was training the weight room lifting weights. And as Seafood was those actual weights that he was lifting, you know, is yeah, pretty impressive guy. Yeah. And my understanding, he's still around, correct?
Yeah, he's still alive.
Yeah,
I don't think he's making
70,
too many
80.
movies.
Yeah. You know.
Alright, let's continue. Day 94. People pray out of misery. They pray because they are miserable and they think that they will be able to get out of it through prayer. At the most, that kind of prayer can help to console them, but it cannot help them to get out of misery. They'll become settled and adjusted to their misery. That is really dangerous. The so-called religions work in that way. They help you become adjusted to all kinds of misery. That's why in the East you will see people living in all kinds of miseries without any rebellion, without any effort to improve their lives. It is because of their so-called religiousness they have become adjusted to everything. They have forgotten completely that life can be different. They have accepted life as it is. This is not a good situation. It stops evolution. Hence, I never suggest prayer when one is in misery. Prayer should be only when you are cheerful, blissful, when you can dance and sing, when you can rejoice. Then prayer is a tremendous leap into the unknown because it helps you trust existence. Prayer is trust. It is a love affair with the whole, a love affair with the trees and the stars and the mountains and all that is.
Somewhat of a coincidence, you know. You were just mentioning the south side or the sides of town that are not as good as this side of town. This side of town was changing as well. But, I like the part where you pray because you're happy. And when times are blissful, you know, yeah, that is important.
I'd like to add on to the passage and what you just said about prayer. And the funny thing, you know, people make jokes, you know, in media and all that stuff. When things get bad, you start seeing like people who are villains and all that stuff, and they start going to church when they on the run, they get all prayerful.
You know.
Or that saying, I hear it a lot more now, oh, you scared, go to church. And it's like, well, it puts it in perspective. Like, you know, there's nothing wrong with prayer. I look at it as far as any time, but if you're, you know, in a good place spiritually, it should be easier and even better to pray then. And not saying that you shouldn't pray when things are down, but I understand people use prayer as a crutch to not do stuff. Oh, well, we'll pray it away. Like, you got a termite problem. Like, why don't you exterminate it? Like, well, we ain't got the money. We're just going to pray it away. And it's going to go, it's like, no, like, you know, you can do something about it.
Yeah, that is true. It will not erase itself.
Or, well, this is actually very popular in the church. A lot of people say, and this is actually a passage from the Bible, prayer without works is dead, meaning if you're working hard towards something and you pray on top of that, then, you know, it can boost you spiritually, like it can motivate you, but you're doing something with it. Your actions are coinciding with it. Versus just praying like, all right, I can pray to bench press 250, but if I don't lift any weights, that ain't going to happen.
Right. Yeah. That is true. Yeah, my theory is that prayer is the mindset, and as you just stated, to enhance your positive flow. You know, but you got to be working towards that in order to bring it about. You know, I don't think it'll happen because you're nice people. This has never worked for me like that. But I keep trying.
That seems like the operative word, trying.
Yeah, you falter, you just do it again. You know. Nothing beats a traveler, a quitter, I say. I say ain't even got to because there's always a winner.
That's another thing I think about too, when people think about winning or being successful. It's different for other people. It's like, all right, well, it's like, oh, well, you didn't win the game. It's like, hey, go from not being able to play it to just being able to play it and compete. That's success in itself. And of course, you can move on to being able to win.
Right. Absolutely.
Wins come in many forms.
I think the first one is effort. As long as you give the effort, that's what's important. Eventually, you'll arrive at what you wish. Oh, boy.
Day 95, breathe prayer, live prayer, love this beautiful existence. It is through love you will become aware of the immense presence of godliness everywhere. And I repeat again, not of God, but of godliness.
Can you elaborate on just the last part when it says God versus godliness? Like, is it something like the living presence, like life in general, versus the dead concept?
Yes. So it's through love you become aware of the immense presence of godliness everywhere. So godliness he's talking about, God is like everything around us, the sky, the trees, the animals, the people, just existence, like you have it in a deep gratefulness and appreciation for existence, because God is within everything around us, opposed to God, who is somebody who, people, like you mentioned, somebody's imagining that somebody's in the mountains with a beard, with a thunderbolt or some shit. You know, like, that's what people are associating to some figure that you pray to, opposed to praying at any moment, at any time, and seeing the godliness within everything. So he mentions a lot, like even hugging a tree, or just bowing to, say, the lake or the ocean, or the stars. Like, you see the godliness in everything. It's a different perspective. So, rather than feeling like you gotta go to church to get close to God, I mean, God is everywhere. So you don't need to go to a specific church or temple. You can just bow at any moment to existence. You know, things like a big business, you know, like people make you feel like you need to be in church to be close to God, but you don't. Like, God is everywhere. Just like they're trying to make you feel like you need to run on the treadmill. So actually, you can run outside too.
You can run in place.
Jump rope, like what you're doing, for example.
Yeah.
Or you don't even need the rope. It's just move in place. But they try to train you. Oh, you need this $10,000 treadmill. You need this membership. You need you need this TV. And no, you can move anywhere you're at. You can move. Doesn't mean that you can't go to church. It's just understanding that the church or the religion is within you. Everywhere you go, it's the church. So the difference with, a lot of big difference in the training here is that we merged the spiritual with the physical and the combative, so that we could fulfill all the training all at once, rather than having to go to like the gym for the physical, and go to like martial arts school for the combat, and then going to church. You go on 3 separate things to try to get to one practice. You could bring the spiritual to all the different elements.
I will say, since being here, I feel like I'm spiritually grown. I mean, experiences, everybody shared experiences, talking to, you and classmates, other students. It's helped me understand not just myself, but how other people look at me, and vice versa.
Yeah, it's just nice, because even for me, even though I'm running the school, when certain people join, like Shazay and Bang and Michael, they have more life experiences, and they share those experiences with all of us, and we're all learning from their experiences too, you know. And then we're coming together to share, which is a very nice thing that I think is very much, you cannot find at the regular gym or facility, because they don't merge the spiritual into the practices in this way, which I think makes the school very unique that we do that. Because not every day everything's going to be okay. Sometimes you go through some struggles at home or at work, and you need that spiritual to help you get through it. And when you have that, then things just flow.
I know that having this, coming here in the gym, gives me regular routine, going to work, going home. And I do appreciate it very much, especially coming here.
Yeah, we appreciate having you here.
I appreciate, thank you for that.